Thank you, Madam President. I want to get straight to the point this morning. I find it absolutely incomprehensible that some of our friends across the aisle are repeating the same missteps that turned last fall's Supreme Court confirmation battle into a black mark on the history of this body. I want to make it clear that I have no desire to relitigate the disputes born from Justice Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation hearings. I do not want to hear my friends on the other side of the aisle leverage more of the same baseless, salacious allegations in the name of partisan politicking. But when you stop and you think about it, since they have chosen to go there, it is imperative that I speak out, that we speak out about what is transpiring. You know, I was not in the Senate for the first go-round on this, but I'm here now, and I can tell you that I intend to give their arguments exactly the amount of deference and respect that they deserve. You know, sitting on the sidelines is never easy. But it's especially difficult when you're watching a fight. You know that you could get in there and you could help win that fight, and I know this feeling very well. Last fall, I was fighting to go from the House of Representatives to the Senate. I was also fighting to become the first female senator from the great state of Tennessee, the very first. While on the campaign trail, I got more than an earful from other Tennessee women who were watching this breathless coverage of Justice Kavanaugh's confirmation. These women were concerned that their voices were not being heard in this debate. They were concerned also for spouses, sons, brothers, male colleagues, that they could see these baseless claims and concerned for the lack of due process. They did not like for 1 minute what they were seeing, and I didn't like it either. These women, and they came from all political walks of life, all areas of our state, but they were disgusted by the nature of the sexual assault allegations, and they were horrified by what they rightly saw as an eagerness to set aside due process that is so important to this nation and to the rule of law. And it was being set aside in order to make an example out of Kavanaugh. Were flimsy allegations and social justice buzzwords really the new standard for credibility? As much as I wanted to reassure these women that sanity would prevail, in the back of my mind, I remained fully aware that if left unchecked, insanity is fully capable of carrying the day. It knows no bounds. As it turns out, conservatism prevailed in Tennessee and sanity prevailed in the United States Senate. I was humbled when Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh performed my ceremonial swearing in this past January, and when I received the additional honor of being one of 2 Republican women afforded a seat on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Humbled, truly humbled, but also prepared to stand up for what I know is right. Mr. President, I will not abide or participate in the lack of civility that we saw during Justice Kavanaugh's confirmation. We have to realize that this is more serious than just evaluating a final tally of political points on a board. Politicians, journalists, activists are leveraging unfounded criminal allegations against a duly confirmed Supreme Court justice. I repeat that. They are leveraging unfounded criminal allegations against a duly confirmed Supreme Court justice in an effort to undermine not only his work, but ultimately the entire court as an institution. Is this honestly what we have come to? Is this the new low of lows? Can no one see the danger in doing this and letting it continue, in giving it air to breathe or to thrive? This is a danger. We are a nation of laws, and the Senate is a body built on process and deliberation. Tennesseans are asking who is going to stand and who is going to defend that process and this body. As a woman, as a new United States Senator, and a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, I stand to defend the process and for civility. I refuse to leave this political chaos unchecked, and I welcome my colleagues and my friends across the aisle to join me in recognizing that due process and civil discourse are required for constructive, respectful debate. I yield the floor.